I chose to speak to our speakers on a personal note to share with you just a little bit about their respected lives that they've lived. I decided not to share their bios with you. I hope you've done your due diligence reading their individual bios. But what I was really interested in was to understand professionally how they viewed success. And with all four, it was that I learned that it was their belief system that leads them. So I hope really you're as excited as I am. Shirin Behzadi is the CEO of Home Franchise Concepts, the largest network of home improvement business. Forbes.com, she was on the cover of Forbes.com on the International Women's Day in 2018. To be a success in a pretty male-dominated field, she explains concrete core values of who she was or who she is what drove her success. Intermingled between professional and personal life, she believes in integrity, doing the right thing, and caring before all else. She believes in the notion of being open to evolving and believes that good leadership is about getting to know people and understanding people. Please, without any further ado, help me welcome Shirin Behzadi.
All right, does this work? All right, I don't like to stand at a podium because it's boring. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Shirin Behzadi, and if you asked me when I was a 17-year-old immigrant from Iran, working full-time because my parents weren't here, not by my design or theirs, I came from a loving family, financially secure, to a country that was unknown to me, with no parents, and I had to work full-time to pay my way, that I'd be standing before you as the cover of Forbes.com, as the International Women's displayed, I would say, what? And here we are. At Home Franchise Concepts, we are the largest retailer of custom window coverings in all of North America through budget blinds. Our franchisees operate out of 11,000 cities. We're in customers' homes 60,000 times a week. We have another concept called Tailored Living, featuring Premier Garage. And with that, we're the largest whole home organization franchise system in all of North America. That means closet organizations, garage organization, garage flooring. We also are the only franchise system that brings home to homeowners decorative concrete that is called Concrete Craft. And we just recently acquired Advanta Clean. With that, we bring healthy homes to homeowners. That means water restoration, mold remediation, all of the rest of that. And we have now made a mark as being the largest direct-to-consumer home improvement system in all of North America. And that 17-year-old that was here working full-time at a gas station has made her way to here before you because I've evolved. This is why I love the title of the talk today, Evolution of Success. On a personal and professional level, if we don't evolve, we'll never get there. And it's all about finding ways to evolve. My personal story is, when I was 17 and working at a gas station, I decided I'm gonna evolve. This may be my life today, it's not my destiny. So I decided I'm gonna go to college, and I had a vision. In fact, my son asked me a few days ago, he's like, Mom, did you think when you were working at a gas station full-time that you'd be on the cover of Forbes? I go, yeah, I did actually. It's about expectations. It's about the vision, and it's what we do as a community to set expectations for everybody else. So that was an evolution. Then I went to college, and I started like many. I was great at maths. I was a math major. I was going to be in the sciences, and then I evolved. I decided I was going to take on something that was more suited to me, and that was business. So breaking the mold of what was expected of me and deciding what was right for me was an evolution. So I finished school, and I with good marks, ended up having offers from all of the 8 accounting firms. I was to be a CPA. And I started working at EY, Ernst & Young, did really well, and I quit. I evolved. I wanted to make sure that I do something that fits me. I wanted to be with my children. I liked being a working mom, but I wanted to be a mom who happened to work, not the other way around. So I evolved. I decided I'm going to be in charge of my own destiny. And then I worked at some banks, and I was a CFO of a mortgage bank when I decided that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I evolved because I wanted to be in charge of my own destiny. That's when I met Budget Blinds, which at the time was a small company. This is 1999. I was only 10, for those of you who are keeping track. And there, we, for years, didn't know how to sell a franchise. It was a small franchise system, but we just didn't know how to sell franchises to the general public. For years, through trials and tribulations, evolving our concept, we landed on what ended up being our secret sauce. And in 2003, we started selling 15 to 20 franchises a month, a pace that's unheard of in the world of franchising. What I think really, at the end of the day, helped us was understanding where opportunities lie. Don't stick with what we know. Think of where life is going. Consumers change, consumer appetite changes, market changes, technology changes, and we've got to be opportunistic. That is about evolution. So this is where we defined our core competency. In 2005, we sat back and said, what are we really good at? Is it selling window coverings? Maybe we're just good franchisors. And we decided that was our core competency. Again, being open to evolving your business model from where it was to where we think it could go. That was a defining moment. In 2006, we formed our second concept, which is today Tailored Living Feature and Premier Garage, and formed Home Franchise Concept with the expectation that at some point will be a platform for multiple home improvement brands that can live together and work synergistically together, and here we are today. Not only being opportunistic is important, but also understanding your weaknesses, owning them, declaring them, being open to them, and that's what we did. Knowing where our weaknesses lied, in 2014, we set out to find a private equity partner. We knew in order to grow the company, we wanted experience, expertise, know-how, and capital of others who've been there, done that. So I set out to find a private equity partner. By end of 2015, we secured a private equity partner, and here we are today. Since 2015 to today, we've grown our system-wide sales by over 70% to the tune of $750 million today. And that's evolution. In fact, we looked at the company early 2016, and holistically, every way we operate, we go to market, we changed it all. No stone unturned. Even though I had been at the company for as long as I had been, never question and evolve. It was time to evolve, and we did. But on a personal note, end of 2009, I started getting really sick. Didn't know what it was. I was in and out of hospitals, lots of hospital stays. Finally, at one 7-day stint, at the end of the stint, they found a brain tumor that was lodged between my optic nerves and had grown tentacles around lots of arteries. This particular brain tumor didn't respond to anything, couldn't do radiation because of the location. So I had to have a brain surgery that was through my nostrils it was a 10-hour surgery. It was successful. I lived through it. 10 days later, apparently it had failed, and I had lost all of my spinal fluid in my head, which means, for those of you who understand medicine, it's sudden death. Didn't die, did a follow-up emergency surgery, and then the recovery was really difficult, with literally having to learn how to walk. So I would walk 2 steps, and I would go back and lie down, and I would get up and walk 3 steps. My dream was to be able to go upstairs. Within 9 months, I was doing boot camps because I stuck with it. Tenacity, giving it a try, working at it, and having the absolute desire to survive it and thrive it. In fact, I've spoken at women's survivor events when we call ourselves Thrivers. Because what happened, talk about evolution, is right after that event, everything started to feel different. Everything looked better, everything sounded better, everything tasted better, everything smelled better, even though I couldn't smell. Everything felt better. It was a personal evolution like none other. Showed to me where my major value systems are, what matters the most in my life, and that is to do right by people, care about them, and know where my core values are. That also translated into professional success. At Home Franchise Concepts, our core value is the core value of caring. We do right by our consumers, we do right by our franchisees, we do right by our vendors, we also do right by the world we live in by giving back. So with all of that, we've evolved, and I've evolved. In fact, I want to say that in life, there's no such thing as staying the same. You're either striving to make yourself better or allowing yourself to get worse. I wish upon all of you the journey to make yourselves better. Thank you.